And Gideon made a cry for all of the men of Israel, and he called for 3 or 4 tribes, and they came together, 32,000. And when the 32,000 got there, God said, I can't deliver you with all these folk. You got too many. See, we get comfort in how many folk are with us. Honey, are you with me or against me? Yeah, that's the gang concept. Every gang feels confident when he feels I got more folk in my gang than you got in your gang. But God said that if I deliver Israel from the Midianites with all this host you got, years to come, centuries to come, you'll be talking about how Israel got up, rose up, and delivered herself. But I want you to know that the only way I can get glory, it's got to be done in such way where that you'll know you didn't do it with your numbers. And God cut down the number from 32,000. First he told all the cowards to go home. God said, I'm going to do it, and all I need is just a small handful. I want you to know that when God gets ready to do his thing in your life, you don't have to worry about who's not with you. Never seen so many folk whining and crying about who's turned on me, and who did this, and who did that, and who did the other. You just don't know. Sometimes God is trying to separate. He's trying to separate until he gets a sincere number.
I've had church members say, how can we get the world to like us better? And the answer is, be worldly. That's the only way they're going to like you. Jesus said, the world hated me and it will hate you. That means if you're like Jesus, the world will hate you, period. And if it doesn't, it's because you're not like him. You have 2 choices. You can either please God the Father or you can please the world. But you cannot please both, because they're opposite ends of the pole and they do not mix. You will either offend God or offend the world. Make up your mind, you can't be both.
You read the story of the healing of Jairus' daughter. And Jesus didn't even take everybody that he had with him in the house. He left 9 of his disciples outside. Didn't take nobody in but Peter, James, and John. And then he took Jairus and Jairus' wife and he himself and walked into the girl's bedroom, and there she was lying there dead. She made number 7. The Lord couldn't work his miracle until he put the doubters on the outside. Sometime what God want to do in your life, he would have done it long time ago if he had disconnected you from some of the folk you hang with. Every time he got ready to bless you, you went and got your best friend. And sometimes your best friend is your worst enemy. And then a whole lot of time you can't pray by yourself. You got to have your prayer partner. And sometimes instead of P-R-A-Y-I-N-G for you, they're P-R-E-Y-I-N-G on you. You don't know, a lot of time God has to strip everything and everybody away from you. Doesn't mean that I don't love you, but I only had to do that to get you to that personal relationship. God said, I don't want it to be nobody between me and you.
This is the message from heaven for you today. When you've lost your business after years of toil and you have the tendency to say all things are against me, hear this: if God be for you, who can be against you? When you've lost your job and you've had an automobile wreck and your baby got sick just when you needed every dime, and you're tempted to say all things are against me, remember that Jehovah Jireh sits upon his throne and everything's going to be all right. When your dreams slip through